started this business out of the need for a really solid business that can help people navigate how to grow trees. Maybe a lot of people will go out and plant trees and it'll be like really meaningful and cultural thing to plant the trees, but their trees aren't grown over a long term and not a lot of trees survive. So it's like we're spending a lot of resources just to plant trees that are going to die, and it's a waste of time and energy. We just need way more education to understand how trees grow and what the specifics of trees are. Using SYLVICS and the study of forestry and growing trees in the nursery, we're going to learn the holistic process of how to grow trees together. SYLVICS, the name of my business. SYLVICS Forestry and Nursery. What does SYLVICS even mean? Let me tell you. I literally have two dictionaries here. The Dictionary of Forestry by the Society of American Foresters and the Dictionary of Natural Resource Management by Julian and Catherine Dunster. Two different versions of SYLVICS. SYLVICS is spelled more commonly like SYLVICS. I chose to spell it another way that's acceptable, which is SYLVICS, because it's less frequently used and I think it'd be more unique as a business name. In the Dictionary of Forestry, SYLVICS is defined as the study of the life history and general characteristics of forest, trees, and stands, with particular reference to environmental factors as a basis for the practice of silviculture. The Dunster couple identified the word SYLVICS as the study of the life history and general characteristics of forest, trees, and stands, with particular reference to locality as a basis of silviculture.
Silviculture is the management of trees for the purposes of growing them and using them, as well as sustainably creating forests. The way I think about silviculture is that you can grow trees from the beginning of their life all the way till the end of their life. As a silviculturist, I'm a nurseryman. I can also be a forest manager and a forester. I would also work with farmers to grow trees for money, and in other cases I would grow trees primarily for nature preservation or conservation. Silviculture and forestry are two distinct concepts, but they work very similarly hand in hand. I'd see forestry as a way more general term that covers all forest-related activities, and silviculture is more focused on like the management of trees, mainly for utility and using trees as a resource. So as a silviculturist, I can grow little baby trees in a nursery setting. I can grow giant trees out in the forest. I can work with old growth trees. I can work in plantations. I can work on green spaces, and I can work in parks and can manage those trees for specific needs. I call myself a forester. I practice silviculture. So my role can be silviculturist or forester. I would call myself a forester because I want to practice all kinds of forestry.
A nursery is just where people grow plants from seeds, from other propagules. Other propagules would be like roots. You can sprout new stems from just root systems you can plant in the ground, like rhizomes. For example, elderberry. I've just planted the roots of elderberry and it's grown stems. I've also taken cuttings and stuck cuttings in the ground and grown them. Literally just took a branch, snipped a piece of a branch off, stuck the one side of the buds in the ground and the other side of the buds in the air, and it grew roots from the buds in the ground, and it grew branches from the buds in the air. The vision of SYLVICS Forestry and Nursery is to inspire and empower people to steward Earth's forests so that we grow trees adaptively and create holistic ecological impact in the longest term. SYLVICS Forestry and Nursery is growing trees to meet life's needs. That's our mission. We're excited to engage in forest stewardship. Stewardship's like the care of everything that you really want to be mindful of. Forest stewardship, you'd be stewarding the forest, thinking about its long-term needs and being able to maintain that forest for all people's values and needs over the course of time. So I like to think about it as facilitation, working with people where we all participate with one another and we grow those trees together on our landscape, and like assume the right to be able to manage those public trees together, to be able to manage like projects that are local. SYLVICS is the basis of knowledge to grow trees. Silviculture and forestry are the practices we can do to grow trees, and we can do it in a community way. So we'll do community forestry, working with people to grow trees over the long term so that we can have more success and be able to do more impactful forestry and be able to grow the most trees in human history. We get to steward our planet together, planet Earth, and grow all the forests that possibly can be grown. There's 3 trillion trees on Earth. We could possibly have 4 trillion trees on Earth. historically there are 6 trillion trees on Earth. We want to maximize the long-term forest cover and make it adaptive so that we can design the forests of Earth in a way that meets all of life's needs, our personal needs, humans' needs, as well as all of life on Earth, so that we have a sustainable habitat and we can enable life to exist. I'm gonna call everybody who is involved with SYLVICS or involved in the growing of forests or even thinking about forests, anyone who cares about forests or values forests, forest stewards. I wanna really encourage, inspire, and empower those people, those humans that wanna be those forest stewards. And that's what SYLVICS is all about. This can be done and we can do amazing things together, and let's just make it happen and enjoy ourselves. We will end up growing the most trees in human history, and focusing on those solutions is going to keep us balanced and regulated in our nervous systems to be able to deal with large scale issues. It's a great thing. Peace.